Next is Clerk Treasurer's Report. Lori, please.
Council's been presented with the Clerk Treasurer's Report for the month ending March 31st, 2016.
I move we approve the Treasurer's Report.
I'll second.
Keith?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Next would be hearing of public concerns. Anyone that is not on the agenda for tonight may address City Council at this time. And I see no one, so we will go on to number 4, and that is an ordinance. So Lori, would you please number and read?
Ordinance number 12, 2016. An ordinance providing for annual appropriations for the City of Bryan for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2016, and declaring an emergency. This is an appropriation request for $40,000 for the fire vehicle fund for the assistant fire chief vehicle. An appropriation request for $2,370 for the 2016 probation grant, as additional funds have been received for travel and training expenses. And an additional appropriation of $500 for facilities maintenance for Parks and Rec as a result of an insurance claim from a past accident that took place at Central Park late last year, I believe. Total amount of appropriation requested, $42,870.
Council have any questions?
We need to suspend this
Yes.
one? I move we suspend.
I'll second that.
Judy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I make a motion we approve.
Second.
Carrie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Next, we have a resolution, so Lori, would you please number and read?
Resolution number 11, 2016. A resolution directing the mayor and the clerk treasurer to enter into an agreement with First Federal Bank of the Midwest, designating First Federal Bank of the Midwest as depository for active, inactive, and interim funds of the City of Bryan for a period of 5 years from May 4th, 2016 to May 3rd, 2021. Council had previously allowed us to go out for proposals, for requests for proposals for our banking depository, and we went ahead and did so. We requested of 8 local banking institutions to respond. We received 5 proposals. We have evaluated them and have selected First Federal Bank of the Midwest to be our depository for the 5 years as required by Ohio Revised Code. And we would like this to begin effective May 4th, 2016 to May 3rd, 2021.
First Federal Bank of Midwest, is that affiliated with the First Federal that is here?
That is our First Federal town,
but
yes.
of the Midwest, I've never heard it said
That's
that
its
way.
official title.
They,
Okay.
I think, changed that over in about 2006.
Oh, did they?
It's been a while. Then a big factor in this for us, we had previously been with a local bank that had no bank fees charged to us, and that agreement was ending, and we were not going to be offered that same agreement for the next 5 years, and we knew that, so we requested to go out for proposals.
And were you able to get that with First Federal?
We received a substantial accommodation on banking fees. The major change that we're going to incur will be with regard to merchant services. So we haven't locked in a third party for that yet, but we do know that in the future there will be a charge for transactions with credit cards.
Yes.
As anyone knows, recently if you've done business with, I'm going to use Ohio Gas and throw them out there, but even the county, if you pay with a credit card, there is a merchant service fee for using your credit cards, and unfortunately we're going to be going to that as well. We were one of the dying breeds of entities that were allowed to go through with no credit card fees, and we enjoyed that for a number of years and passed it on to our customers. Unfortunately, as that comes to an end, we'll be having to pass along credit card fees. It won't be charged by the city of Bryan. It would go directly to the third party. So say somebody owes $100 to the city of Bryan and chose to pay by credit card, we would still accept the $100, but whatever the credit card fee is going to be would go directly to that merchant service.
So then BPA is going to have to obviously add that in with their online payments, with people that pay you online?
It will be on our online site, yes.
Direct, okay.
Yes, we do offer, just for public information, we offer multiple ways to pay. Of course, cash is always acceptable. Checks are acceptable. We offer ACH monthly. That's free of charge still and will be with the new bank as well. We're looking into, we're always looking at other options as viable to pay, but I've got to be honest, anything that's requiring credit card right now, we're going to incur a fee.
Sure. I make a motion we suspend?
I'll second.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Move to adopt.
Second?
Keith?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I should add to that in addition to the city's funds, also the court maintains bank funds as well, and they are also aware of the agreement with First Fed, and we're brought in on that conversation as well.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, next we have a resolution again, so Lori, please number and read.
Resolution number 12, 2016, a resolution that the County of Williams and the City of Bryan enter into an amendment to the partnership agreement of the Maumee Valley North CHIP Consortium.
Mayor, you have comments?
Yeah,
on
we've
it?
been with the CHIP Consortium. We signed the first agreement May 19, 2014, and the federal government has come up with some new regulations in order to receive these dollars, new federal regulations, and both the county who get these fees and also the city must adopt this amendment to be ordered to receive our CHIP funds. So that's just an amendment caused by the federal government to keep getting the CHIP funds. And I saw in the minutes that the county already passed this.
I move we suspend.
Second?
Keith?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Move do we adopt?
I'll second.
Rick?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Okay, next we have hired and park seasonal part-time employees, Mr. Dominic.
Good evening. In front of you, you have a list of 4 more seasonal part-time employees that we'd like to hire for the summer months for the Parks and Recreation Department. The 4 gentlemen you have in front of you, 2 of them have been with us for a couple of years now. 2 of them will be new staff members. They will work, most of them starting that first part of May, and then work through the middle of August as their summer job home from college.
I move we accept it.
Second?
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Thank you, Ben.
Next, Ben is still here, so we have a employee status change in the Park and Recreation Department.
Yeah, as you guys were made aware, Duke will be retiring from our department April 29th. We posted the position from within. The applicant we had from within was Brandon Sullivan. We've taken the opportunity to interview Brandon and had conversations with Brandon about our opening. At this time, I'd request that Brandon transfer to the Parks and Recreation Department effective May 2nd, Monday, May 2nd.
He's got some big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
I think we all will have to pitch in to fill them shoes.
Make a motion, we approve?
I'll second it.
Carrie?
Yes?
Keith?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, we have permission to post a vehicle operator trainee in the street department. Mr. Inkstrom.
Well, since Brandon's going to the Parks and Rec, we need to fill his position at the street department.
Maybe you could talk Duke into coming down.
I don't think that's gonna work.
I
We
tried,
already had
but
that rodeo.
I didn't get very far with that. He didn't even listen to me.
He's been done.
I move that we-
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Same process. We post it.
It'll be
We post it
posted
5 days?
internally for 6 days.
6 days. Okay. Within, and then
Within,
nothing
and
there,
then-
then you go outside.
Yep.
Are we are we requiring a CDL license yet? Okay,
Class B CDL with air brakes.
gotcha, okay. Sorry.
No problem. I move that we approve.
Second?
Rick?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes,
Thank you.
you bet. Okay, next is a resignation of probationary firefighter and Chief Siders.
Good evening.
Sir?
You've been presented with a letter from probationary firefighter Brandon Leffel. I ask that you accept his resignation as he's going to be moving from the area and he's not able to fulfill his obligation with the fire department.
I move we accept.
Second.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next, we have appointment to the Tax Review Committee, and I think, Mayor, you have comments?
Yes, back in March 16th, I received a letter from Karen Gallagher. Would like to thank you for the opportunity to serve as a member on the Bryan City Income Tax Review Board. I'm tendering my resignation as I will be named the magistrate for the Williams County Common Pleas and Juvenile Court at the beginning of May 2016 and will not be able to serve in this position. Again, thank you for the opportunity to serve, and Karen was my appointee to that board. The other two members of the board are Kim Watkins and Mark Beaver. I think, how many, did they only have ever met just once in the time that they have as far as any appeal on taxes, the other two. So as Mayor of the City of Bryan, in accordance with section 181.09 of the Bryan City Charter, I recommend that Kurt Yosik be my representative to Tax Review Committee. Further, I recommend that Kurt replace Karen Gallagher, who has withdrawn from the Tax Review Committee. So Kurt is my recommendation for that job. One thing about Kurt, he's not affiliated with any local attorney offices and so forth. So, and he said as long as we don't have many tax reviews, he'll try it and see what he can do. So that is my recommendation.
I move we accept the mayor's recommendation.
I'll second that.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
And next, we have preliminary plat approval with Mr. Watterson.
Do you have the number to read that?
Would you like to read the number and read?
Would you please?
Ordinance number 13, 2016, an ordinance to accept the preliminary plat for the Point at Greenfield with conditions.
On April 4th, Planning Commission met to review the preliminary plat. This would be the extension of Woodstream Avenue That's going to be 10 lots, 9 of which are buildable since there's already a house on one of the lots. Planning Commission had a few revisions, mostly the cul-de-sac needed to be bigger for the fire code, and location and size of easements. Mr. Walling had no objections to what were proposed, so they'd like to go ahead and get started, and we'll clean everything up with the final plat.
Will there be sidewalks down through there?
Yes,
There will be.
they won't go anywhere, but
Yeah.
they'll be there.
Loop around and come back, yeah.
I imagine they'll do like the ridge at Greenfield. They won't get put in until the house is actually constructed. So just the street and the utilities will go in right now.
So planning and zoning has reviewed this and was there anybody, I didn't see anybody
No.
at the meeting or anything like that, so is this something that can be suspended or do you want
I'd do
a
the
first
first
reading?
reading.
Yeah.
I don't
okay.
think they're in any rush yet,
Okay,
so.
all right. I think that'd be the best way to go too.
Yep,
Okay.
give people a chance to comment. And
Yep, great. Council?
Yeah, I'm trying to see where I saw this, but I thought I read where in their voting of it, and it may have not been on this particular item, I'm not sure, but I thought that Bryan had a nay.
That was
the other one.
That was the other.
That was a
was
different.
this county
Before,
commission.
that was due to not having a large enough circle and that sort of thing.
No.
No, that
He
had-
voted no on a use variance request.
That's the one on North.
Oh, the one we're
Beach
doing
Street.
next?
Yeah.
Another
No.
time?
No,
Oh,
we're not
another-
doing that,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry, all right. Yeah, there were 3 in that meeting, weren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And this one here is okay.
Yep.
For first reading.
Okay, I move we have first, we do the first reading.
Any second that?
Keith?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that concludes our agenda. I'm going to go around the room, and then what we're going to do is we'll adjourn for executive session for compensation of personnel and acquisition of property, and then we'll go into that executive session after a brief recess there. So, Chief Willis, anything? Okay. Captain, anything? All right, Mr. Tyson? Chief Siders? Mr. Sproul? Okay. Andrew, anything?
Just want to remind everybody, since the weather is getting nice, to get out, inspect your property, maintain your property, grass, check your buildings. Pool season is going to be coming up. If you got any questions regarding that, contact the engineer's office. I'll walk through it with you. If you have any concerns at all about any property, let us know and we'll look into it.
Sounds good. Thank
Thank you.
you. Bruce, anything? Ben, anything? Okay. Judy, anything tonight? Carrie?
I'd like to add to Andy's statement, just real quickly. If there's a noxious weed, if you have a neighbor with unsightly property trash bags, you can call Sergeant Cliff Weigel at the PD. Please use their non-emergency line, which is 4233. Or if it's a structural issue and you have a question about it, you can call the engineers department. Or you can call any of your council members with an address, and we'll be happy to pass that along. Yes?
That phone number is 419-633-6050.
It's different?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
The old building.
You better repeat
Oh.
that.
Repeat that number.
Yes.
419-633-6050.
60.
Okay, so that is 419-633-6050 for Sergeant Weigel.
Or is that a direct line to you?
That's direct
What is that
Make that
number?
happen.
What is that number, a direct line to you?
They'll direct you to.
Anyway, it's just a good reminder this time of year to be good neighbors and make sure all of your stuff is taken care of.
Thank you. Mr. Rick?
Nothing tonight.
Mr. Day?
I just want to go along with that. As I've been speaking a little bit in the past, I'm after a lot of citizens out there that would like to see Bryan have better curb appeal, and that goes right along with that. And hopefully we can spruce this up so Bryan looks more inviting. That's it.
Okay. Ms. Laurie?
No, sir.
Ms. Rhonda?
No, sir.
All right, Mayor?
They took my thunder. I'm going to read it anyhow.
Read it.
Spring is here, and it's a time for people to clean up their property. I would encourage all to clean up with the Tuesday all trash pickups. It's a good time in May to get your things out to the curb and so forth, and we can get rid of this trash. I have a couple of slides here that the Earth Day is coming up April 21st in Montpelier, 10 to 4. It's in cooperation with the Soil and Water and so forth, and any computer monitors and things like that can be taken over there. There is a cost on the monitors, $10 each, but there's no charge for all the other electronics that'll be there. You can take computers, laptops, printers, scanners, and the whole kit and caboodle here. Items containing Freon will not be accepted, but here's a chance. A lot of people don't see these kind of things at property and so forth, but if you have things inside your house that you want to get rid of, here's a good opportunity to do that. Again, it was mentioned that our ordinance for noxious weeds must be cut at least 3 times a year. By May 15th, kind of hits Memorial Day area. July 1st kind of hits July 4th area, and August 15th hits Labor Day. And properties will be tagged in violation if there's the weeds get over 9 inches in tallness. Also, outdoor pools, he mentioned the pools. Fences have to be around those pools. Any questions, you can call the engineering department at 633-6010. And that's the engineering department on that. And also the real estate people are doing a fine job keeping their signs back out of the right-of-way and so forth. And those people that ran for office this last time did a nice job doing that. But there are signs creeping up in the right-of-ways, like yard mowing and things like that, or jobs are available. Those signs should be not in the right-of-way but back on the private property. So we'd like the town to look nice, and this is a start to keep that going.
And also make sure they have permission before they place it.
Yeah, just don't go and stick a sign up. Get permission if you want that. Otherwise, the people could pull it out, or your sign could be gone. And this is, let me click this one up. We had the auction, and this building went for $50,000. The one on Emmett Street, the OEMS building, and $1,250 was the Tahoe. And both of them are in the Tahoe is already gone and so forth, and we're in the process of closing the Emmett Street property. So we were real happy with the results of that auction. We thank Halleck for doing that auction for us at no cost to the city, and we think we came out okay with that property. So that is kind of good along that line. I think that is it. Cleanup, auction, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, we'll take a short recess, but we make a motion to go in when we get in there. Yeah, right. So, thanks everyone for coming, and have a safe week. Thank you.